Hello everybody and welcome back to Yume Nikki Retrospective. We're back on the train, just enjoying some of the ambience here, watching this little guy jigging away. He doesn't react very kindly to our cat effect. You might think he only has two eyes, but when you use this it would seem he only has one, and it is pretty creepy. If we get back on the train, we got these guys. Or girls, they look more feminine. They do not like the cat. They look very unhappy. But sod them. We will do what we want. So these characters are interesting. I said we were going to look at them again. Where's the cat? I wonder if they like the cat. Oh god, no. They do not. Yeah, these are quite notorious. They're quite unnerving. They have some similarities to some other characters. It may just be me that thinks that. Not really much else to say about them. They're pretty harmless. They don't do anything other than come towards you. But that doesn't stop them from being creepy as hell. Let us get out of here. So we're going to do a little bit of reconnoitering here. Going to get some effects, and then we're going to see what other adventures can befall us. A kindly discarded umbrella. Always welcome. We need that to get to certain areas. Just like that, we're back at the road. This forest area, we'll be seeing a bit of this as we go backwards and forwards. So this is an interesting character here. This is the jellyfish, as it's called. It kind of looks like a jellyfish, kind of looks like a flower. It could be any number of things. It kind of jingles ominously when you touch it. It doesn't really interact. You can't really interact with it in any interesting ways. It doesn't interact with the cat effect. You can't even stab it, as I shall attempt to demonstrate. It just jings. Significant? Well, we'll talk about that later on. There's a few of them. This is probably the one that's the most interesting in my mind. The significance of it. Yeah, we'll get back to that. I find something quite alien and ominous about these things. The way they're watching you. The fans, in typical Yume Nikki fan fashion, think these things look like uteruses. I just think they look like aliens, personally. But it doesn't stop them from being quite creepy. I think the very dissonant soundtrack has an effect as well. And making it all seem rather spooky, especially this guy. The scene of an automobile accident. What happened here? That's a very good question. Well, it doesn't really matter. I'm certainly not going to find out. We can talk to it, and we get the stoplight effect. This guy is called Shitai-san, according to fans. He appears in the manga, but further than that, you can't really illuminate much on it. It's obviously a scene that you can imagine being in someone's dreams, some kind of traumatic event. Ah, see, that's shut. That means I did not go this way far enough. Yeah, this is going to be a bit repetitive, and I have to apologise for this. We're going to have to run along this road a little bit, and then we're probably going to have to run along it again. Fair warning. Total disclosure. This is where the speed glitches just keep whizzing around. Makes everything in life better. So that has now opened up this, which is good. What is that? Who knows? But we're not done yet. We have coaxed him out of his hole, but there's more. This is actually one of the areas in the game that really sticks out in my mind, this infinite road. A lot of the different areas in the game are very unnerving, but this one in particular does stand out. We'll go around once more for good measure. As you can see, he's looking somewhat agitated, I guess. Not really a lot else to say about that. I don't know what that thing at the top is. It looks kind of like a fork. I think it's meant to be a hand, perhaps, but it looks like a fork. You might think these are ears, but not exactly that straightforward. We're going to go in whatever is on the side of his head. A giant monster. Well, not quite. It's just a creature of some kind. We can admire it. And this is, somewhat unsurprisingly, called the thing with the quivering jaw. And it does quiver. Where's the stoplight? And just like that, we can control his jaw quiveringness. A lot of the things that appear in the monochrome world are strangely, not disturbing, but they're a little bit off-putting. What's this hair? Is this like armpit hair? It's kind of gross. What's that thing at the top? Dripping. Who knows? Who knows indeed. But this is essentially a dead end now. We can't get really back out of here. So we are going to metamod. Good. Where's our basic go? So now we're going to return to Graffiti World in all of its splendor. I like this kind of ambience in them all. It's nice. Although I've never really been one for calling it the mall. I mean, I always kind of think of it as more like a factory, especially with the ambience. All the clattering. These guys get quite panicked when you talk to them and make some rather strange noises. Ugh, no. It's only, I thought for some reason there was other options. We're not having the red one, I hate it, it's really bright. So here we have, Eman, I guess is his name. There's something that about this here that makes me think it's kind of disconnected. I don't know if this is something that's, yeah, I wanted to watch him sneeze, something that's shared by anyone, but the changing the menu colours and the kind of theme of it, and especially because it's got the main menu theme music just slowed down, it seems like it's quite out of the dream world. Just my own personal thoughts on this. And this cheery little tune, which is quite loud. He doesn't like our cat. Well, you know what? I don't like you. Peace and quiet at last. Don't go in there. There's a dead body. Ah, he's fine. Look at that. Back to normal. Oh, don't look so upset. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. So those guys, I'll show some fan art at the end of the video to explain something I alluded to earlier. So this is a nice looking little guy. He's kind of dripping. I think I unintentionally kind of exploited that. Interesting. Never seen that before. I thought for a moment there I had seriously fucked that up and that I was going to be stuck in that chair, because it is actually possible. Say he's standing here and you talk to him, you can no longer leave, and that would not be great, seeing as I'm trying to not get myself stuck. So this character here is called, not menu, Tokuto-kun. What's the significance of this? Well, don't know. Looks kind of like blood. Could be lava. That looks like lava. The illustration on the wall. Could mean anything really. How to join a racetrack. Who knows? This seems like a natural kind of stepping point for doing the next video, because we've got some extra stuff we need to do. So I shall catch up with everyone in the next video. Thanks for watching.